down to 125. Dude's previously fought at 135, 145. So I thought he's nice, big. It'd be a good challenge for Ulanbekov. I mean, Maness didn't get submitted by Usman Nurmagomedov in their last fight, right? And what does Tagir do? He just basically says, I'm going to steamroll you and I'm going to choke you out. And that was basically it, man. Like, this was a clinic by Tagir Ulanbekov. What do you make of the Nate Maness weight cut now that you've seen it in action?
It's rough, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these fighters, seeing them just literally shrivel down to a bag of bones and then go in expecting to have one of the hardest fights of your entire life within 8, 10, 11, 12 hours, it really makes you think why the 1FCs and all these other ones are putting into hydration clauses and weight clauses and stuff like that. It's not a good look, man. And on the bottom it says round 3, but I'm pretty sure it was a round 1 submission, an absolute steamrolling for Ulanbekov. And I think a lot of the weight has to do with it, man. You just don't have the energy going in. You're a dude fighting at 135 pound flyweight, 125 pounds, which you used to fight, 35, excuse me. You used to fight at 155, 145. That's a lot of weight that you're just dropping down to quote unquote get a better advantage. And then you just get steamrolled by a dude who's smaller than you. And it's not only mentally but physically defeating. I'm curious to see how long Maness stays here, or if he goes a different round against like a nutritionist and actually maintains this low weight for a long time. That's when I can see this kind of working out. But if you're doing this, and correct me if I'm wrong. No, it might have been it was a Grant Dawson fight that was taken on 2 weeks. I thought this fight was taken short notice, but to cut that weight, it doesn't make sense to me. What about you, Derek?
Yeah, no, dude, I feel you. And basically, this is where I'm coming from in this situation right here, man. I just think that you definitely shouldn't be depleting your body like that if you're going to be fighting these high-level guys, right? But at the same time, if you feel like you've been able to, like, you felt like you were good and you were ready to go, man, you can't blame them if they're able to make the weight. Like, we call it sanctioned cheating, but at the end of the day, I mean, you kind of know what time it is. So let me actually just take a... There we go. Fix that for you right there, brother. Sorry about that. That was a first round submission victory right there. This is the big part, man. I think that he said, I want another crack at Team Khabib. I think that he had a good shot on the feet, but when it went to the grappling right there, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Maness that actually tried to initiate some type of takedown attempt and then got standing guillotined. And that's just kind of what happens right there, man. Ulanbekov, nice and tall. Like, here's the big thing. I'm pretty sure the listing said Ulanbekov was like 5'6", and then Nate Maness was like 5'10". But if you looked at them in the cage, bro, I was like, y'all are the same size, man. Like, Ulanbekov is huge. So yeah, when he stood up, when you got these tall guys and they're able to wrap their arm around your neck and stand up, you have a split second to fight those hands before it gets tight and you're done. And he was basically done right there. If you saw the tap, man, that was like a tap in for dear life. Ulanbekov looked fantastic. And I want to now make the comparison. What does it mean to you that Ulanbekov was able to finish Maness and Usman wasn't?
Yeah, Derek. I mean, it's crazy to see how much a claim and a clout can get you when your last name is Nurmagomedov. But really, the whole team is a bunch of killers, man. We really got to start looking at all of these Sambo dudes coming out of Russia, Team Habib, the Team Eagle, man, because Ulanbekov is a force to be reckoned with. Even Tagir. I don't think, oh no, yeah, this is Tagir, excuse me. There's a lot of fighters that are coming out of that camp that don't really have the same kind of clout. But look, Islam champ, we got a lot of these fighters that are coming up, man. We got to start respecting even more so.
Absolutely. I would love to see Tagir now take on a legitimate challenge here in the top 15 because he's ranked number 15. Why not match him up with the Muhammad Mokaev, right? You know what I mean? You want to talk grappler versus grappler. Why not match him up with the Sumaderji? Why not fight? I mean, Tim Elliott, right? You lost already. Very controversial, right? But now let's fight the Amir Albazis, the Matheus Nicolaus. You know, we got some options there, man. We got some options. That's the point. Big win by Ulanbekov. I would love to see where Nate Maness goes from here. But, I mean, at the end of the day, this is the Ulanbekov show today. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude really, it wasn't as impressive as the next fight we're going to talk about, but that impressed me right there.